Hey, it's your friend Choice CJ, and we are back with another episode of our Tales of Symphonia Let's Play. This is episode number 14. If you guys missed the last episode, make sure you go check it out. The link will be down in the description. It's been a couple days since I played, but I am excited and ready to go on with the next part of the adventure. But we'll start with this skit and see what it has to say. I didn't know anything about Mom. The X-Spheres. Yes. When will I finally be able to stop saying, I didn't know? Not knowing is not a crime. Crime is remaining complacent, ignorant in your ignorance, and feeling no shame. Humans are far too powerless to know everything. Yeah, I guess you're right, but I still hate the fact that I didn't know. I feel so ashamed for not knowing anything about my parents. Your parents care only that you are well. Even if you don't know anything about them, your safety is enough. I wonder if you're right. I hope so. Yeah, so if you guys did miss it, we had a pretty heavy episode last go around. We found out that X-Spheres are not only tools that are used by the Zions to, one... sorry, I gotta turn down my volume, it's a little bit loud in my headphones. Thanks for bearing with me. Not only are X-Spheres used to, gain extra strength, and they're used at the ranch, and things like that, they are literally harvested from humans. So, we also found out that, Lloyd's mother, Anna, was part of a project called the Angelus Project, which Kavar, the Zion Grand Cardinal, said was supposed to be a gift to their leader, Lord Yggdrasil. So she was like in charge of this Angelus Project, not in charge of it, but she was equipped with an X-Sphere that had been made through this project. And she stole it and ran away, and then she turned into a monster and was killed by Lloyd's father. So this was all just crazy to learn all of this. I can't believe that X-Spheres are made from human lives. I sort of had a feeling about it. About what? When I received power from my X-Sphere, it always felt so warm and gentle. That was Marble lending me her power. I'm sure your mother, too, has been watching over you this whole time, Lloyd. You think so? Yeah! I guess they're excited about it. Anyway, we also met a guy named Pietro who told us that we can sneak into the base through this rock. Let's see if we can move it. We're not very strong, I guess. Let's try the design. Let's try using the design orb we received from Pietro. Oh, that was convenient. But when I pushed it, it didn't even budge. Let's go, Lloyd. Yeah. Alright, yeah, let's not think too hard about it, friend. Let's just keep on going. Who the hell are you? Alright, let's kill these guys.
Not much of a specimen.
So yeah, really crazy episode, really, a roller coaster, I would say. And now we are coming back to the ranch to try and take revenge on the evil designs. And we'll see if that really brings an end to it, or if it's only the beginning. Hopefully that's not foreshadowing too much. But anyway, we are wrapping up this battle here in a second. There'll probably be a little cutscene afterwards. In case there is, I'll save my question of the day until we're done. Nobody leveled up, which is too bad. Maybe do a little cutscene. Let's bring up the ranch-wide map. Interesting. Professor, you're fantastic! So there are people on this side who can operate machines too. On this side? Nothing. Just talking to myself. This is where we are now. And this is where Kavar should be. Yeah, go figure. Oh well. It appears that in order to get to the floor that Kavar is on, we'll have to deactivate the guard system. Guard system? Here. So that seems like the floor below. If we don't deactivate this guard system, we can't get to Kavar. What are we supposed to do then? Calm down. There should be a switch somewhere to deactivate the system. Here it is. Okay, so it looks like close to the entrance. See the two switches at the right end, at the ends of this left-right passageway? Those are the deactivation switches. Okay then, let's go and deactivate it. Wait a minute. I'll bring up the route leading to Kavar's room. It looks like the conveyor belt prevents passage through there. In order to stop that, we'll need to stop the conveyor belt control mechanism. But it seems it's constructed in such a way that you can't get close to the control mechanism while containers are on the conveyor. Let's see, in order to adjust the container dispatch control system... Uh-oh. Damn it, they've detected my access to the main computer. Lloyd, what do we do? The designs will be here any minute. Damn it. It looks like we don't have any choice. Let's split into two teams and deactivate the system and to infiltrate Kavar's room. What? We're going to split up? There seems to be no other way. I would like to be in the group that goes after Kavar. Me too. And me. Colette, please choose for us. Well, then... I'll leave it to Lloyd. What? Me? I know you'll do a good job of splitting us up. He only lives by intuition and instinct. What's that supposed to mean? Anyway, I'm the one that's gonna pick. I'm going to Kavar. I want to avenge my mom. Alright, so this is tough because I want someone on my side who can also support me. But I also, like, I know that both teams you have to control, like, both squads. So I think the best thing for me is going to be to take Kratos, part of the infiltration team. Okay. And then, like, I want to take Sheena, but I also know that she's probably the person who I'm gonna most want to use, like, when I have to control somebody other than Lloyd. So let me do... So I think it's either... I don't think I want to take Rain. I do, but she needs to be on the other side to heal. So it's between Colette and Genus. And I think I'd rather have Genus, because I need somebody who can do more long-range stuff. Are you going to take me along, right? For the infiltration team. That's what I wanted to hear. Yeah, so I didn't even realize I unintentionally did boys and girls. But that's okay. I'll reduce Kavar to cinders with my magic. Lloyd, let's defeat Kavar together. It's too bad I can't go with you. I understand. Leave the other team to me. Well, I guess you trust me if you're gonna put me on the other team. Let's meet in Kavar's control room. Alright, so yep, now we have this squad. And let me just real quick... yeah, this seems fine. Okay, so now we've got a little bit of navigating to do. And while we do this, I want to just bring up my question of the day. You know, this whole week's been filled with news about the latest person who was shot by police. And as this has been going on, there's lots of discussions about the players in the NFL who have been kneeling for the Pledge of Allegiance, for the, what do you call it, national anthem, and what that means, what they're trying to accomplish, and how people feel about it. And so I just want to ask you guys, you know, what do you feel about this event and everything that's been taking place? This is why I opened this up. I want to equip the things. What do you guys feel about the protests and the violence, and then, you know, the peaceful response by these sports players, and what, you know, and what you think of people's response to that? I don't know if I feel one way or the other. I'm gonna take this off. And, actually, I guess I don't care. I guess I'll give it to Kratos or to Genus. Give him the S ring. No, I want to give him the T ring. How do I remove? Yeah. Give him the technical ring. I'll give him the strike ring again. Yeah, the thing that's really interesting to me is if we stop this, we can prevent the captives from turning into monsters. Yeah, let's do that. Shutdown complete. Alright, that seems worth it. Like, to me, it all boils down to, like, especially the deal with the NFL and the players who are kneeling and all this other stuff. What it really comes down to is what the flag means to that person. You know, to most people, or not, I don't really want to say most people. What does this thing do? It looks like it increased. Okay, that's cool. That's good. You know, to a lot of people, you know, it represents, you know, national pride and, you know, love for the country and everything else. So the people who are protesting, you know, they're protesting the flag because they think it stands for police brutality. And so the question is, you know, how to operate the conveyor belt. Do you want to read them? Yes. How to operate the conveyor belt. Host body dispatch shutdown. Deactivate switch in the container room. Conveyor belt shutdown. Deactivate the 6 control switches. Okay, so we have to stand on the belt and try and hit those, is what that means. So yeah, the question is, what does it really stand for? You know, and I think the answer is, you know, it stands for all of those things. We can't just say there's only one interpretation of what the flag symbolizes. You know, it's the same thing with conversations about the Confederate flag. You know, to a lot of people it's a sign of racism and prejudice that was, you know, deeply rooted in the South, you know, going all the way up to even like the 1950s. And even now, you know. But to other people, it's a sign of heritage and ancestry, you know, and so, you know, this is my family. You know, we grew up in the South and we have Southern pride. So you can't say, like, so who's to say that one interpretation is right and the other is wrong? I don't know. But, you know, I think, you know, it's easy for me to say, especially because, you know, I'm a white male, young, with a reasonably well-compensating job. So it's really easy for me to say, like, you know, as somebody who's in a position of privilege, to say, like, oh, well, you know, it's whatever, like, it doesn't really affect me. But that's not really, like, the adult way to look at it, I guess. But, you know, I don't even know how I feel about it. I really don't. So, I guess I'm just kind of sort of rambling, but I'd be curious to see what you guys have to say. You know, to the people who are, you know, in favor of the protests against the flag, you know, what would you say to the people who say, like, you're disrespecting the country? And, like, how dare you kneel down to our flag on September 11th, like, the anniversary of, like, the worst terror attack in the history of our country? Like, you know, what would you say to that? And then to the people who are against the protest, what would you say to people who are calling for an end to violence against blacks, you know? You know, when should, you know, if the you know, national anthem is not the correct time to peacefully protest, then when is? You know, their people are being killed. Prepare yourself, Kvar. I won't move. We'll have to wait for the others to deactivate the guard system. Okay, let's get started. Yeah, I don't want to control rain. Can I control Sheena? And then how do I Guardian Seal summon Corinne? Let's put Corinne on here. And I guess we'll put Guardian Seal on there. Sorry, so I had to focus on that for a second and stop talking about the question of the day. But yeah, like, so when would be the, like, when is the right time to protest? Like, when can they express their proper outrage that they are being killed by police? You know, and if, you know, of course nothing's ever black and white, like, you know, I'm sure, you know, you could say, oh, well, those black, you know, those black gentlemen, they could have just not had a run-in with the police, and if they had never found themselves in the situation at all, they wouldn't have had any problems. But I think that that's sort of unfair, right? Like, what are you supposed to do, like, if you get pulled over at a traffic light, or, you know, gets pulled over on the road because one of your taillights is out, and, you know, you're in the car, and you, like, follow all, like, you know, you try to tell the police officer, oh, I've got a gun in my side passenger seat. You know, these are the rules of engagement for, you know, like, if you're trained and you have a gun, you know, you're doing all the things that you're supposed to do, and then you get shot anyway. Or, like, in this most recent case, the dude's literally he literally has his hands in the air, and he gets shot. You know, like, if you know, obviously we don't want them to violently protest. And it seems like almost any other protest that these people tend to do gets ignored. You know, what is a better situation than having the athletes come in, you know, in the national spotlight and say, hey, we need to have a conversation about these issues. You know, just, you know, it's tough. I don't know if there's a good answer to either question. Rain really needs to pick up on the healing. That's really gonna be important. Yeah, it's tough. Because, you know, even now, you know, the athletes are trying to start a conversation, but now the conversation is about how disrespectful they're being, and not about the protests. You know, what are people supposed to do? It's definitely a crappy situation. Like, I don't know if I feel good about people sitting down on September 11th, but I also don't feel good about, oh, there we go, that's a nice move by me. I don't know if I feel good about people getting murdered in the streets either. Like, Richard Sherman is a cornerback for the Seahawks, and he said, you know, how am I supposed to tell people, you know, when I do community service at these youth clubs and stuff like that, how am I supposed to tell them, you know, oh, if the police show up, just, you know, just put your hands up and do everything they say, and nothing bad will happen to you. And then they see the person in the news, you know, literally get sniped down with his hands up. You know, what are you supposed to do? Is this really not where I'm supposed to go? I'm really confused. Do I go this way? Up? No, this is the container room. I was just here. I can't turn that back on. Yeah, like, you know, I'm not from Baltimore, but, you know, there's the Freddie Gray tragedy out in Baltimore last year, and the riots in response to that were horrifying. And I'm not saying that, you know, they shouldn't have been upset. I think they really should have been. But, you know, the protests, you know, the riots. Also, just don't mind me as I ramble as I'm looking for the way to the next area. I'm kind of lost. Oh, here we go. You know, they're hurting innocent people. They're destroying businesses in their community, and you know, it's just awful. But, like, you know, a lot of people, you know, the way that they react to the peaceful protests, you know, is to say, oh, well, you guys shouldn't be making a demonstration of this, you know. It's not your job to comment on these sorts of social issues. Your job is to entertain us, and blah blah blah.
Don't worry.
You know, when people see that, they go, okay, like, what else can we do to get people's attention? Alright, let's just blow stuff up until something happens. You know, we need, like, there needs to be a better dialogue. You know, there needs to be a way for everybody to listen to one another. I just don't get it. and you have politicians on either side who make it even worse. Instead of, also starting a dialogue, they just, they want to say sound bites that are gonna help get the attention on themselves, right? That's what Donald Trump's campaign has been all about, is how do I put the attention on myself? Well, let me just say that Mexicans are rapists, and I'm sure that'll get everybody's attention. It's tough. It really sucks. Yeah, again, I don't know if there's a right answer to the question. And I'd be curious to see what you guys think. Oh, cool, we get to free some prisoners.
You're in for a world of hurt.
I guess, I'm a young, college-educated person, so, people like me tend to be in a certain category when it comes to these sorts of political dealings. So I try to keep my own biases in mind when I try and look at these situations. But, I just can't help but feel like...
And don't come back. I don't think they can come back. You're becoming more like Lloyd,
That's
aren't you?
funny. Sorry, I was giggling at the dialogue. I don't know, I'm just inclined to think that, like, people in the African American community have been marginalized for so long, and it should be so obvious.
Is everyone all right?
Who are you?
Guardians of the Chosen One. The Chosen has come to rescue you. Now pull yourselves together. By the way, is there anyone here from Palma Costa?
I am.
Do you know a girl named Chocolat?
Ah, yes. She underwent host body testing here. The test decides which ranch she will be taken to. I believe they said she was being taken to Isalia.
Isalia. I see. Thank you. Now then, let's get out of here. Everyone, follow me. Understood?
Excuse me. You're Sheena, right? You came to help us too?
Yeah.
Thanks.
Don't mention it. It was nothing.
Cool, so we found all the prisoners. Good stuff. I don't think that's exactly what we were looking for, but I'm glad that we found them anyway. And I don't exactly remember... Okay, this is what we gotta do. So this opens up the door to there, which is fine. I don't want to turn on the other one immediately, though, because I want to continue to explore. Yeah, but as I was saying, as like a young person, like, who went to a, like, to a good college, yeah, people like me tend to have a certain political opinion, and so I try to keep that in mind before I make any snap judgments. But we need to figure out a way to keep everybody alive. It's kind of how I feel. And it's crazy. So, with that heavy discussion out of the way, we'll move on to the game.
You're in for a world of hurt.
We'll see how many people actually respond to this. I don't think that I'm getting too many views at the moment, which is fine. I'm not playing this for anybody else but myself, because I love this game. But, I'd like to see what you guys have to say. But yeah, I just want to, so back into the game, I want to explore that other hallway before I go ahead and disengage that lock. Yeah, I wish Sheena had another move right now, because the only moves that she has that can do, like, sorry, and I mean, like, when I say moves, like the special attacks, all of her special attacks knock the enemy prone, which I don't want to deal with right now. Yeah, like, if I go up here, is it protecting something? Yeah, I don't know, let's find this thing and figure out what's going on.
You're in for a world of hurt. No way.
Because, oh, maybe this is the, that must be the actual lock, not the one that I tripped on earlier. That would make more sense. Because otherwise that would have been, like, really easy. And I wouldn't have had to work very hard. Yeah, I'm really happy with this party lineup. Because Sheena's actually pretty fun to use. Colette, I think, would be a little bit tough because she doesn't have like the same like number of hits and combos and stuff. Alright, cool, we got the lock. Now if we can press the other one that's left, we can leave the rest to Lloyd. Cool. And we got stuck there. But yeah, okay, so we'll do that and we'll go to the other side. And it's interesting that Chocolat got moved back to Iselia. That kind of implies that we'll be making our own trip there in the near future. We'll have to see how that goes. You know, now that she's been in here and she sees how the process works, maybe she'll kind of come around to us. Because she has to see, you know, that the people who have X-Spheres on them, you know, which is everybody in the ranch, just like her grandmother, you know, they get tortured and then they eventually get turned into monsters. So she understands that, like, we literally had to kill her, otherwise she was going to cause all this destruction. And also, you know, be suffering the whole time, too. You know, maybe she'll be like, okay, I'm tired of hanging out with the Designs. You guys should come save me. That would be nice. Okay, so this door is permanently closed. So we have to go up through the middle again. If we can dodge that. And we already looked up there, so yeah, the thing to do is now to come in here, hit this, and then take the long way around back to that robot. And then we should be all set. Yeah, Sheena's cool. I'm glad that she's finally now part of the party, even though I guess we're still suspicious of her at this point. Look at those slick moves. We just gotta fight this thing, which is no problem. And then we should be able to go back to Lloyd. And then I can't remember if we meet up before we do the fight, or if we have to fight with just the 3 people. I kind of hope it's 4 people, but we'll see. If it's 3, I'm pretty comfortable with the party that I brought. That was the other reason that I split the party up in this way. It's because I knew I would want Lloyd and Kratos. Kratos just for a little bit of DPS and also some healing. And then Genis's magic is just really useful. We don't really have many other long-ranged fighters besides Genis, I guess. No, we need to hurry and head for Kavar's room. Alright, it moved. Just wait, Kavar, I'll take you down. Alright, this is it. And we are basically at full, so let's just real quick see if we need to, if we can upgrade anything. I think we're good. Can we do a little cooking? Give ourselves a little buff? Cures poison. Because there are ones that will help you, like what does Meat Stew do? Yeah, temporarily increases attack. Cook. Alright, we even got some HP recovery, which is kinda cool. It's fine, we can leave that. The rest of the cooking after the battle doesn't matter so much, but I do like that attack buff.
I've found you, Kavar.
So, this is Lloyd. I see. He does bear a resemblance.
So, you've come.
I'd appreciate it if you wouldn't change the subject, Pronema. It's clear you've been stealing research data from my Angelus project.
I grow tired of your accusations, Kavar. As I have told you, I know nothing of it.
Stubborn woman. I suppose I should expect no less from one who usurped the leadership of the 5 Grand Cardinals. Take heed, Pronema. Once I retrieve the X-Sphere from this inferior being, I will become the leader of the 5 Grand Cardinals. When that happens, you'll be begging for my forgiveness.
You speak nonsense, Kavar. I've also heard that Rodile has talked you into joining him in one of his schemes. But it would be best not to believe that you can deceive Lord Yggdrasil for long.
So the Mana Cannon is no longer a secret. Well, it doesn't matter. Once I succeed in retrieving that X-Sphere, any suspicions I might have been under will be but a distant memory.
Get ready.
You're not gonna take this from me!
Alrighty, here we go. It's fight time.
This isn't our day.
Alright, we got a bunch of little squirts that we gotta work through first. Uh-oh. I don't like that he's casting there. Maybe I just need to sit up on him. Also, yeah, we only get 3 people? Well, I guess that's fine. But I don't prefer that. We need to get a heal off. Yeah, let's go ahead and use that. Seems good. I'm also gonna cast another apple gel on myself. Alright, now we should be good. Yeah, I really need to kill this thing so I can sit in Kavar's face, because he's crushing me right now. Yeah, now I am dead. Alright, Kratos, bring me back to life. Please. I really can't handle this, and we're gonna try and do the thing. And we still didn't get any cool combos off. Oh my lord, we are getting bodied. That attack breaks through my Guardian. Like, what am I supposed to do? I can't do anything. We're gonna ask Genus to life bottle me. He's standing right there. Yeah, like, we're all getting destroyed. I mean, it makes me glad that we saved right before we came in, because we might have to actually resave for the first time. We haven't been knocked out yet. Let's heal ourselves. Yeah, that attack is so good. What the heck are we supposed to do? Yeah, then Kratos is just getting destroyed too. Like, this is nuts. Yeah, he just hits me and then he goes for guard break. This is ridiculous. And we still haven't brought Genus back yet. Even, yeah, Kratos is trying to do it as well. Alright, oh crap. Alright. Bring me back, and then I'm gonna bring back Genus, just because we need someone else to absorb damage right now. Because having me just take all this damage is not working.
Be careful.
This is the only part of the game where it becomes a little clunky. Because I'm spending all of my time in the menu just using life bottles. I'm not doing anything besides that. Yeah, I'm just like getting destroyed. And if we could get Genus to actually cast like a spell that's good against lightning enemies, that would be great. Alright, cool, we did the thing. Let's try and take this guy out. If we can take these guys out, it should be a lot easier. Because they're just unloading on us, and there's nothing we can do. Makes me wish that I had brought Rain instead of Genus or Kratos. Alright, so he killed himself, and now he's dead. Kratos, do me a solid. Heal him up. Alright. Sorry, I'm really trying to focus because this battle is hard. Alright, did that thing. Let's kill him. Alright. Alright, we're starting to make some progress. And he's also just going to annihilate the other guys with that Spark Wave move. Alright, there we go. And as long as he's not casting Spark Wave on me, I think I'm good. And now we're back at full health, so now, yeah, the battle is within reach now. That did a lot. Yeah, he's hard. He's definitely the hardest boss that we've had to fight so far. Like, I've used half my items. And I was at max items, so... Alright, let's use one more of these. Can we see his health? No. Now let's use a magic lens. We should be able to evaluate how close he is. He is, like, almost done. Life bottle on the Genus. Yeah, it sucks. Like, I tried to get off my Demon Fang, but I couldn't, and then I still wasted the TP.
Don't overdo it.
There we go.
So gross. I did it. I avenged my mom.
Yeah, look at that -4 grade. Yeah, successfully prepared meat stew. Great. Alright, cutscene.
I did it, Mom. You've been avenged.
We've learned of Chocolatte's location.
Really?
Look out!
Colette!
Lloyd, are you okay?
Yeah, but you're...
I'm fine, really.
You bastard!
Kratos, you pathetic, inferior being!
Feel the pain of those inferior beings as you burn in hell.
Colette, that wound.
Colette, hang on!
Colette, your wound!
Thanks for worrying about me, but I'm really okay. For some reason, it doesn't hurt. Strange, huh?
You certainly are not okay. Rain, you can use healing arts, right?
Yes, but...
Colette, I can't keep it a secret any longer. Everyone, listen to what I have to say. Colette can no longer feel anything.
What? What do you mean?
Colette is growing closer to becoming an angel. And now she can't sleep, or feel hot or cold, or pain or anything. She can't even cry. Becoming an angel means losing her humanity.
Lloyd, it's okay. I'm okay. So... right now, we need to do something about this ranch. Right, Lloyd?
Professor, can you destroy it like last time?
I'll give it a try.
Well, that's kind of extreme. But I suppose it is the best idea.
Lord Kavar, thanks to you, the Mana Cannon will soon be complete. Oh, do not worry, for I shall carry on the Angelus project. Oh, I suppose you can't hear me anymore. Well, then, I take it that you won't mind me taking the research data from the Angelus project.
Let's go back to town first. We can talk about what to do next after that.
Lewin is in shambles right now. Are you sure Colette will be able to rest there?
Perhaps Asgard would be a better choice.
Yes, I think that's a good idea. Lloyd, I trust that's fine with you?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, everyone.
Boom goes the dynamite. Down goes another ranch. So each time Colette releases a seal and takes a step closer to becoming an angel, she loses a part of what makes her human. Losing her humanity? That's terrible. Then what's going to happen to her in the end? What is going to happen to her in the end? Not only that, but after she regenerates the world, she'll be all alone as the only angel in the world, right? That's too cruel. Ah, that's... Professor, it's okay. But Colette... I'm sorry to worry everyone. Right now, things are a little difficult. But once I become a complete angel, it may be a lot easier. So don't worry, it's okay. But it is too hard on you. If you're tired, you want to sleep, don't you? Don't you miss the taste of the foods you like? And you can't even feel the warmth of someone when you hold their hand. You should just stop this crazy world regeneration. Thank you, Sheena. But if I quit now, all the people suffering throughout the world won't be saved. I was born for the sake of the world regeneration, so I'm going to make sure I do my job. Okay? Yes, That is the fate of the Chosen. Isn't there anything we can do? Find some way where Colette doesn't have to become an angel? The world will be regenerated when the Chosen becomes an angel. It's always been like that, and it probably always will be. So you're really okay with the way they are now? Yes, I'm going to become an angel. That's what Father wants, too. Which one? I'm sure both of them do. Alright. But Colette, the path you've chosen is not going to be easy, you know. Yes, Professor. I won't accept this. There has to be another way. I love that they did the zoom in on the Arthur hand clench. That's pretty great. All right, so we do have some time left in this episode, so let's keep on going. Is there a save sphere anywhere? That would be awfully nice. I can also go and restock on items. That's something I'd really like to do. I should have plenty of money. Yeah, I've got like 10,000 gold. So let's stock up. Just because that seems prudent, since we just blew through our stock. It was nuts. That's the food guy. Where's the non-food guy? That's what I really want to know. Show me. Show me what you got. Armor. Cool. Weapons. No. Oh, hang on one second. Buy. No, I don't really need to buy any of these. I don't think. Is everyone wearing their best items? Oh, definitely not. Yeah, holy crud. I got them customized and forgot to re-equip. So that's my bad. Luckily, it wasn't too important there, because I mostly just won with Lloyd and Kratos and Genus. Welcome to the Whirlwind. Yes, here we go. This is where I need the things. And it didn't even cost that much money. I still have 5,000 gold left. But yeah, I don't quite know what to do next. It's not abundantly clear. Because we have to figure out how to get into the Tower of Mana. Let's do the skit. Mom, I've avenged you. Lloyd, the one who killed your mother was your father. Are you really able to say you've avenged her? The one who created the situation that forced Dad to kill Mom was Kavar, right? Indeed. It was a silly question. I'm sorry. No, don't worry about it. Okay. Kratos has been acting all sorts of weird. Like, why was he saying all that stuff about... like, I don't know, he just seemed really, sort of motivated to kill Kavar.
Not much of a specimen.
You know, he's always been kind of, like, odd, you know? But, also, that's a nice spell. I like that eruption spell. I can get behind that. And that did some nice damage to that photon spell.
Was that a bit too much?
Yeah, we're looking good. Yeah, usually he's kind of weird, but he was like saying, you know, rotten hell and blah blah blah. It just doesn't seem quite like Kratos. Usually he's just kind of like mild-mannered. But Kavar got him triggered. So, we'll figure it out one day. There we go, get some combos going. So yeah, I'm gonna go up to the Tower of Mana, see if we can figure out what's going on. Because I'm not really sure what I'd like to do next. We can try to go back to Lewin, I guess. But I think that's gonna be the same sort of deal, like there's not gonna be a lot going on. Because you know everybody's... Well, actually no, there's gonna be a bunch of people there because we just freed all of them. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna try and do. Also, I should hop on my dog so I can dodge all these fights. And we can pick up the pace. So let's see. Are all the friendly people back? Maybe. Let's find out. So far, nobody. So that's pretty depressing. Yeah, I'm still sad that we didn't get to go to this town at all the first time. But hey, what are you gonna do? Then, yeah, there's this hiker here who should be able to take us to Haima if we want. We don't want to go with him right now, because I still want to try to go to the Tower of Mana. If we go there, maybe it'll tell us how to unlock the door. Because we need to go there both for the seal, potentially, and also because the spellbook from Boltzmann is in there, and he's supposed to help us cure Pietro from his weird condition. So let's see. If this doesn't work, I'm not sure what to do. Usually in situations like that, it's sometimes just good to kind of loiter around the House of Salvations, because sometimes things happen there. So let's do that. Go back south, dodge all these guys. The one thing I would like to see from games like this, or, you know, games from the Tales series, is for them to improve, like, the overworld travel. Like, in the other games, they actually have sprites for the enemies that you fight, instead of this sort of weird-looking blobs. But just still, like, it's not, like, in this day and age, you know, we should be able to get better graphics out of this. You know, granted, this game did come out, like, 13 years ago. But even still, at the time, it shouldn't have been that hard. But I digress. You know, I like the cel-shaded graphics a lot. You know, it's very cool. So, oh well. Alright, let's try the House of Salvation. Again, I think that these sometimes are fruitful. If not, then I don't know what I'm gonna do. Legend has it that a unicorn lives in this area. It seems that unicorn will appear before a pure maiden. I think we already talked to him before. So yeah, let's try Haima. Because if that doesn't work, I'm out of ideas. And let's continue to dodge these enemies. But yeah, like, even not just the enemies, like, look at the trees and stuff. Like, are they really... Like, did they really try that hard to, like, make these forests? I think they could have done a little better. But, what are you gonna do? It's a relatively small complaint, because you don't spend too much time in the overworld. And, you know, all the graphics in the towns and stuff are good enough. You know, but this is supposed to be a remastered game. Like, it should be a little bit touched up. The key to the Tower of Mana is still lost to that monster. Without that key, I can't enter the Tower of Mana. I failed as a priest of Luin. I wonder where that monster is now. Disappear in cities that are destroyed as well? Interesting. So somehow I missed the memo that, presumably Clara, who is the monster that he speaks of, is, has the key into the Tower of Mana. So, we'll figure that out in a second. What's that? It looks like there's something giant, or something going on in front of the inn. Let's go check it out. Oh, there you go. Speak of the devil. Alright, it's weekend. Finish it off. Stop! Don't interfere. This is our prey. Clara, stop. We want to save you. Please calm down. Ah! It did drop a thing, if you can see that there. Damn it! After that monster! Colette, Professor, are you alright? Yes. Clara dropped this. This is the key to the Tower of Mana. I see. Clara's the one that took that key to the tower. I hope she's safe. Well, considering there's a bunch of adventurers trying to hunt her down literally right now, I'm not sure if that's the case. Yeah, let's go to the Tower of Mana and get Boltzmann's healing technique for Clara and Pietro. Tower key was found. So, yeah, let's see if we can find that guy again. No, he's not there. I'm gonna do a quick little Yui and see if he shows up. Yeah! Alright, let's go back to Luin. Aw, this is nice. Lots of fast travel. You know, they kind of dress it up. You say, oh, you have to help me carry back food, so I guess that's nice, but don't know if it's really necessary. You should just be able to fast travel to the cities that you've already been to, but no big deal. Let's go to the Tower of Mana. If we have to start with a seal and everything like that, I don't quite want to do that in this episode, but if we could just get the book and go back to Haima, I would enjoy that. Because I have like maybe 10 minutes left before I like to call it an episode. Alright, let's see if this works. And the door opens. Wow, that's a lot of books. Oh, just think of all the knowledge contained within these books. Hey, it's an Oracle Stone. It's just as written in the Book of Regeneration. This is a seal. Colette, if you would, please? Yes, Professor. It didn't open. No, look at that magic circle. Marvelous! This apparatus has awoken due to the Oracle Stone. So we just need to do something with that apparatus. So it would seem. This looks interesting. Lloyd, stand on the blue circle. What? Okay. Genus, you go to that one. Okay. Oh. Well, there you go. Wow, it opened, Professor! Huh? What the? It seems that it won't open without 3 people on these circles. Which means that 3 of us must remain here. It's dangerous, but we have little choice. Yes, we wouldn't want the door to be closed when we come back out. Then Lloyd, choose 3 people other than Colette to remain here. Me? Well, okay. Does Rain have a split personality? I'm sorry, she's a little strange, but she's a good person at heart. Colette, are you alright? Thanks for worrying about me, but I'm fine. Okay. Alright, so... if I have to bring Colette with me, I want to bring Kratos. Yeah, take Kratos along. Good. Because I want some healing, but I also want some damage, and Colette can kind of do damage, but she's just not my favorite. It opened. Okay. Those staying behind, wait here. Yeah, because, I mean, where else are they going to go? Yeah, can I not do this right now? Yeah, is there... I want to look at books. Actually, let's go ahead and do it. When you join the Church of Martel, you must journey to Asalia, known as the Village of Oracles. You will then train at the Martel Temple, located north of the village, for 1 year. The training is said to be extremely taxing, and more than half give up every year. It's the same... What about down here? This is a book titled The Ultimate Recipe. Let's read it. The legendary Ultimate Recipe is kept safe by the Wonder Chef's family. It is said that mere words cannot describe its taste, and will bring a smile to anyone. The Dark Chef Alliance is also after the recipe, and the bloody kitchen battle wages on. Is that for real? The Dark Kitchen Alliance? There's a book titled The Triet Tragedy. Nora, the Chosen at the time, arrived at Ifrit's temple that was located in the center of Old Triet in order to perform the ritual of regeneration. One of the priests became violent during the ritual, and the Crucius unleashed the wrath of God. This is the beginning of what became known as Ifrit's Hellfire. There's a book titled The Prosperity of Balakroft Dynasty. Let's read this. The first ruler of Balakroft Dynasty was the Empress Aisha VIII. Not only was she intelligent, but was said to be very beautiful. Her name is still very common today due to the prosperity during her reign. Alright, is this one more? There's some difficult looking books here. Let's come back later. Really? You're not gonna let me look at it? Exchange Kratos and Rain. Yeah, let's do it real quick. Because maybe Rain can read this? Nope. Does not look like it. Yes, let's bring Kratos. Anyway, yeah, I'm not ready to do all this right now. So let me head on out of here to the overworld where I can plant a save. And we can call it an episode there. So, took out another ranch, and looks like we're about to go into another seal. We'll have to find out after this how many more there are. I'm sure we will find out from Remiel. So, hope you guys are enjoying this series. Make sure you talk, down in the comments about my question of the day. I know it's sort of a sensitive topic, but it's an important one. We need to figure out what's going on in this country. And, it all sort of relates back to, what are our people's attitudes towards another, and who are we going to pick to lead us? Who's going to shape the attitude of our country? So, make sure that you do that, and that you also sub to the channel so you can keep up to date on all of these episodes. And you can keep up to date on all of my gaming and Pokemon content. So, until the next time, I will see you guys later.